Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Odin, its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. Captain, we have arrived at the Vulcan system. I took the liberty of contacting the Ambassador's aide when we arrived. Tapella says that the Ambassador has certain arrangements that he prefers when traveling. She would like to go over them with you. Would you like me to put her on the main view screen? On screen. Greetings, Lieutenant Gorgas Jr. Thank you for agreeing to escort the Ambassador to PGM. Ambassador Soketh is currently attending a ritual to honor the end of the Kalrek holiday. He will be done soon, but the Ambassador is hesitant to use transporter technology. His bias against the transporters is not logical, but I have come to accept it. I believe that Soketh would be much more comfortable traveling to the Odin by shuttlecraft. I have received clearance for you to land near the Ambassador's location. I look forward to meeting you in person, Lieutenant. Let's go ahead and board our shuttle then, I guess. Can't keep him waiting. We are ready to land on Vulcan, sir. When you are ready to make our final approach, let me know. Let's land the shuttle.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, this is Vulcan Orbital Control. You are cleared to land at the requested coordinates. Welcome to Vulcan. Please enjoy your stay.
She didn't sound very friendly. Captain, the Ambassador and his aide are waiting for us at the temple at the top of this rise. We can speak to them there and find out if the Ambassador needs anything else from us before we depart for PGM. So, up here? Yep, right up here. Historian and a monk, a bunch of citizens. Speak to the Ambassador. Here he is.
Welcome to Vulcan. Do you have any questions?
Tell me about PGM.
PGM is a small world near Andorra.
PGM.
It is sacred to our people. There have been Vulcans on PGM for centuries. In 2152, the ancient buildings that housed our monastery were destroyed by the Andorians.
The Andorians? But they're also part of the Federation.
It was a failing in our logic that led to conflict with the Andorians. We have corrected our error. After the Federation was founded, a group of Andorians, Vulcans, and humans rebuilt the monastery as a symbol of peaceful coexistence and cooperation. Since then, a group of monks has lived there. They studied the ideals of Sirach. Do you have any questions?
What business do you have with PGM?
My business is my own. If you must know more, I require a meeting with the abbot. He will not use subspace communications. So if I am to receive his counsel, I need to meet with him directly.
Okay, you didn't have to sound so pissed about it, though.
Do you have any questions?
Are you ready to leave?
This is ridiculous. Access to PGM is strictly limited to preserve the sanctity of the monastery. No outsiders are permitted to land without the expressed permission of Savin, the leader of the Order of the Priest that maintains the planet. Ordinarily, this would not present any difficulty. But Savin has chosen this moment to illogically question my visiting the monastery. He is refusing to grant leave for me to meet with the abbot at Pajem.
Can this trip wait until Savin changes his mind?
If I do not complete my journey to Pajem now, I will have to delay it until after the trade conference at Corridon is complete. And that could take weeks.
I wonder why Savin won't grant you permission.
I fear I've spent too much time off-world. While I find it easy to deal with others, my own people can be stubborn. Perhaps you could speak to Savin. I know he has a great deal of respect for Starfleet, and you might have an easier time than I have.
Let me speak to Savin then. Peace and long life. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? Well, you know. Soketh says you won't permit him to visit Pajem. Soketh accuses me of abandoning logic. He is the one who refuses to explain his reasons for wanting to go to Pajem. The planet is sacred. Our ancestors walked those paths. They found understanding and serenity in its quiet. When I am at Pajem, I feel more at peace than any place else in the galaxy. Pajem has been touched by outside influences in the past. Now the Federation is at war. Now, more than any other time, we must protect this refuge. Why do the Vulcans restrict access to Pajem? Many years ago, Pajem was used for political purposes. Technology used to spy on the Andorians was hidden underneath the sacred sanctuary. It should have never happened. Buildings that had stood for 12 centuries were destroyed because we allowed politics and war in a place where there should only be logic and contemplative thought. When the monastery was rebuilt, we pledged to keep it safe from the cares of the galaxy. Only those who seek peace may enter. Vulcan people have monasteries? Even the people who reject emotion require peace and contemplation, Lieutenant. We are a spiritual people. Our rituals guide us throughout our lives. Vulcans who choose a life of study and isolation, as the monks of Pajem, or the monks at Pajem have done, help us maintain our connection with our ancestors. The monks study Sirach's words and the Kurshara, give us all a greater understanding of who we are and who we should strive to be. Tell me about Sirach. Centuries ago, the Vulcans were creatures of emotion. We fought one another in a series of wars that devastated our planet. Our species was on the brink of annihilation. Sirach taught us to embrace peace and to put aside our emotions in favor of logic. Sirach ushered in a time of awakening on Vulcan. His writings, the Kurshara, shaped all that we are. Without Sirach, the Vulcans you know would not exist. Don't you trust Ambassador Soketh? I neither trust him nor distrust the Ambassador. I simply do not understand him. He will not reveal his reasons for wishing to speak to the abbot, and he has refused a mind meld with me. Normally, I could respect his privacy, but other things that I have heard trouble me. Tell me more about what you've heard. Soketh has spent more and more time away from Vulcan in recent years, and seems ill at ease in what was once his home. T'Pela admits that he has changed in the past few months. He spends hours closeted in his study and does not share meals with his staff as he used to. T'Pela says that the stress of the war with the Klingon Empire is taking its toll. She hopes the peace of Pajem will restore him. But if the abbot agrees to speak to Soketh via subspace, the monks do not use any unnecessary technology. Even replicators are not permitted on Pajem. There is a communications array available to the monks for emergencies. Soketh's request does not qualify. Is there any way I can persuade you to allow Soketh to visit Pajem? I'll permit it if you will pledge to me on your honor as a Starfleet officer that you will protect Pajem from harm. Soketh says that his reasons for wanting to speak to the abbot are private. I will accept that, but only if you are with him. I know I can trust Starfleet. Please protect Pajem from any who would violate its sanctity.
Do you have any questions?
spoken to Savin, but why doesn't he trust you?
How should I know? He is a small man with small concerns. Thankfully, he has listened to reason, and our journey won't be delayed any longer. I am ready to leave now. Is the shuttle prepared for departure?
Let's go. Leaving with the captain aboard the shuttle, peace and long life. Yes, Ambassador. Ambassador, have a safe journey. Live long and prosper. Lead on, Captain. My business here has concluded. Yes, come on, let's go.
Your inventory has a replicator that will allow... Click on... You can purchase common items from the replicator.
Why did my
You can
replicator
sell
go
items
off?
by using recycle, and retrieve sold items with retrieve.
So, do they not have like actual designated like landing areas around here? Just kind of like a land wherever you want.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, we have logged your flight trajectory, and you are cleared for departure. Live long and prosper.
We'll see if that happens.
I need to meditate and prepare for my meeting with the abbot at Pajem. If you have no objections, I will retire to my quarters. Please notify me when we have arrived at our destination. Once again, you have my gratitude for your assistance.
I don't believe she's the one talking here, however. There we go. Bastard Saketh has retired to his quarters, Captain. We can leave the system whenever you like. Yes, depart the system now. Set course for Pajama. It was a fairly quick journey. No, it wasn't. It would appear the helm is currently taking a nap. Because they did by no means brought me to the location in which I asked them to take me to. I would just have to personally direct them myself on how to get to our destination. Sir, I'm picking up an unusual energy reading in this system. We should scan the system before we take the ambassador to the surface. Agreed. Sensors on maximum. Klingon ships decloaking, sir. Captain, we're being hailed by the Klingons, putting them on screen now. You have a full shapeshifter aboard your ship. Turn the creature over to us or we will destroy you. Shapechanger? What do you mean? That fool beast on your ship is an Undine. They put on a false face and try to control us, but we Klingons know better. We will hunt them down until the last of these honorless dogs dies screaming. Tell me about the Undine. The Undine come from a dimension known as fluidic space. They use quantum singularities to move into ours. Undine are telepathic and physically superior to humans. They see anyone from our dimension as an inferior life form, even Klingons. Soon they will know how wrong they are. Undine have the technology to be a real threat to anyone, even the Borg. But the worst of their weapons is their ability to take our forms. Lieutenant, the Undine have inserted themselves into every major power in the quadrant and seek to control us through trickery and misdirection. You must be vigilant. Why are the Undine here? You tell me, Starfleet. It was your people who first encountered the Undine in the Delta Quadrant, back when we knew them as Species 8472. Many among my people want to know just what you did to make them hate us so. Do you have any proof of these accusations? Do you doubt my word? Insult my honor? I have killed men for less. I have nothing to prove to the likes of you. Turn that so-called ambassador over to me now or face the consequences. Shields up, red alert. I don't trust these Klingons. If you will not turn over the shapeshifter, then we will destroy you. Must destroy you. Though of course I will keep what they said in the back of my mind. Because you never know, they might actually be telling the truth. Not doing too much damage to them, it would appear. Let's try to attack you. Some power shields. Or auxiliary power, whatever it is. Fools! Sir, sensors are showing multiple Klingon life signs on the surface. The monks may be in danger. I recommend that we send an away team down immediately. Alert the ambassador to meet the away team at the transporter room. Captain, the situation on the ground may be too dangerous for the ambassador to be on the surface. I recommend that he remains in his quarters until it is safe. And the away team is ready to transport at your command, Captain. Beam us down. Captain, we need to secure the area and then make our way toward the monastery, which is located at the top of the hill. I'm reading multiple Klingon patrols between us and the main building, sir. Recommend we proceed with caution. Stay alert. We need to find the monks. Deal with these Klingons as fast as possible. These are equals right here. But there's quite a few of them. Here. Great. Containing a small hypo and some rations. Oh. Please, go to the monastery entrance and seek the abbot, okay? Got quite a few of these guys here. Oh. What do you mean there's no need to fight? Sir, we have received an alert from Vulcan. Tapella says she must speak to you immediately. I'll patch her through to your tricode. I have terrible news. Vulcan security forces have discovered the body of Ambassador Soketh. They have determined that he was killed by a phaser blast at short range. His remains were discovered in a stasis chamber hidden in a cavern beneath the Ambassador's residence. The Ambassador on your ship, the one that I have been working for, is an imposter. You need to be very careful, Lieutenant. This imposter was able to fool Soketh's closest associates for months. He is crafty and very patient. Now that he has been discovered, he will be dangerous. Captain, security teams have reached Ambassador Soketh's quarters, but he's gone. They're searching the ship, but... Sir, unauthorized use of the transport is detected. The Vulcan government is requesting that the imposter Soketh be detained and returned to Vulcan for questioning. Sir, whomever used the transporter erased the logs, but I have a feeling that the imposter is on the planet's surface. I recommend we locate him immediately. We'll find him.
Such emotion on your face. I see now my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong. We will prevail. You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
Oh, just great, isn't it? Take him down quickly, guys. Here's my melee, does nothing to him.
Bothersome creatures! Why should I trouble myself with such insignificant beings when the Klingons will do my work for me? Warriors, prepare for battle! Yes, there is a group of Starfleet officers behind me. One of them is the foul shapeshifter. I'm returning to the ship. Don't let them leave this planet alive. Yes.
Guys are being fooled, but of course they don't know it. Only a few people know the truth. Gotta go after this guy quickly, hopefully before he leaves. Scan the area. Captain, it appears the Undine has eluded us. However, I'm picking up residual traces of transporter activity in the vicinity. I believe that the Undine may have beamed to a hidden ship in orbit. If he has a hidden ship, we'll find it. Recommend we return to the Odin and search for the Undine ship. We need to find the Undine and take it back to Starfleet. Beam us up. Captain, there's an Undine ship on an intercept course. Sir, the Odin doesn't have the armaments to handle an Undine attack. Starfleet reports that it is sending ships to assist us, but they are about 60 seconds out. We have to hold out until the reinforcements get here, Captain. If we target their torpedoes, we might have a chance. Well then, thank you for telling me exactly what we have to do. Start Outer Command transferring all power to shields. Okay, fine, we'll transfer all power to shields. I mean, you should know what you're doing.
4 shields available. Target shield available.
Oh. Yep, that hurt. That hurt quite a bit, to be honest. We have to increase the gap between us. There we go.
Target shield has failed.
So we got the USS right out, USS Kirk, to Forest, Texas. Hardly see what's going on.
Target shield has failed.
Yep. Still hurting. Jill went down just the wrong time, wasn't it? Yeah, torpedo in there. This thing is not going to go down without a fight. Forward shields. I want to get a torpedo in there before its shield recover. Almost got it. Downloading the data now, Captain. Incoming message from the USS Kirk, Captain. This is Captain Thelen of the USS Kirk. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand, Lieutenant Korgath, Jr. Perhaps someday you will return the favor. Thelen out. We recovered the final data transmissions from the Undine vessel, as well as samples of the organic material that was used to create the ship. We need to get all of this back to Starfleet intelligence. They may be able to decrypt the message and tell us more. Well, then let's depart the system immediately. Hail Starfleet. The ambassador was an Undine. I'm afraid their infiltration of the Federation goes much deeper than we realized. Who knows what kind of havoc they could create.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant, this mission briefing is classified. Starfleet intelligence has been working on cracking the coded message sent by the Undine agent you exposed at Pajem, and we think we have something. There are several references to the Paulson Nebula in the data. There's an area of space near the Lackey system that we don't know much about. Starfleet needs you to survey the nebula and find out why the Undine have an interest in it. Be careful, when the Enterprise D was in the area, it reported that the composition of the clouds may screen opponents from your sensors. Well now, it's not exactly a good thing now, is it? And I'll be honest, I didn't quite like those plasma torpedoes, so we'll switch to that. Improve our ship's weapons. Improve the photon grenades of my crewmates. And set a course for the Lackey system.